Hello my friends, in today's video we will take a look at the Zhiyun Smooth 5S AI. 5S AI is basically 5S with AI tracking capabilities. In this video we will take a look at Smooth 5S AI in combination with iPhone 15 Pro. I will focus on the new AI feature, but I will also talk about the overall performance of Zhiyun's new flagship smartphone gimbal. Zhiyun's Smooth line is mainly intended for the users who prioritize performance and features over portability. It utilizes non-folding construction with a vertical handle and the usual 3-motor setup. It weighs around 600 grams, so it is not the lightest smartphone gimbal, but the extra weight actually adds to the stability. As I mentioned, it doesn't fold unlike the Smooth QS series, but you can lock all 3 axes, which is very useful for transportation. The build quality is very solid, much like with the original 5S. It is made of high-quality plastics, including the arms. This is the black version, which seems to be the only option available at the moment. I have the combo version, which comes with the AI tracker, table tripod, and cable for charging. The smartphone installation is very easy. The mount is deep enough, so it has no issues with an iPhone with a reasonable case. Unlike most modern smartphone gimbals, 5S AI still has a sliding roll arm, and I'm very happy to see that. It is a lot more convenient than balancing the smartphone by moving it in the mount. Also, you only need to balance the arm once, so subsequent smartphone mounting is much faster and more convenient. You can use it for vertical shooting as well, simply by rotating the mount. Before we get to the stabilization performance, let's take a look at the AI tracking feature, which is the main highlight of this gimbal. The AI camera module attaches magnetically to the smartphone mount and communicates directly with the gimbal, not with the smartphone app. The main advantage of this module in comparison to in-app tracking is that it works with any camera app. The tracking is fully controlled using gestures, which means that there is no need to touch the gimbal to control the tracking. The tracking smoothness is excellent. The responsiveness and the speed at which the gimbal is moving is, in my opinion, set very well, so I have no complaints in this regard. I've tried it in various light conditions, including low light and some backlit scenes, and I can say that those situations are not an issue either. The reliability of the gesture control was pretty much perfect during my testing. A very important feature is the color light on the camera module, which lets you know that your gesture is registered. There is not much more to say here. The tracking works as advertised, and it can be a great tool for one-person productions. Regarding the overall stabilization in combination with the iPhone 15 Pro, it is excellent, much like with the original Smooth 5S. Smartphone gimbals are generally meant to work together with the smartphone stabilization. I don't use Filmic Pro anymore, so this time I have only tested the stabilization with the native app. As I've explained in my 15 Pro camera review, the built-in stabilization in 15 Pro is already excellent. The Smooth 5S AI further smooths the movements, and it takes care of larger movements that are beyond the capabilities of the internal stabilization. The behavior of the motors is very predictable, so there are no unexpected jerks or anything like that. The ultra-wide lens doesn't have optical image stabilization, but it has very effective electronic image stabilization, and here again it works great. With a telephoto lens, it works very well for panning thanks to the joystick and also for static shots. That is probably all that I can ask for with a telephoto lens. One of my favorite things about the 5S series is actually the joystick. The slow speed setting is sufficiently slow for smooth panning, and you can easily modulate it because the joystick is not just an on or off button. There are only 2 speed or scene settings, walk and run. Follow speed and dead zone settings in the default walk mode are very reasonably set, so I don't really miss more in-depth settings. The performance in comparison to compact foldable gimbals such as the Smooth Q series is a little bit better, which is in my opinion mainly caused by superior ergonomy and slightly higher weight, which contributes to the overall stability. The controls are carried over from the regular 5S, and there is a lot of them. First of all, there is an on-off button on the right side. On the front side we have a joystick and a couple of buttons with different functionality. The mode button cycles between the follow modes, and the button with the red stripe starts recording. The central button and the front dial controls the LED light, we will get to that later. These buttons always have the same functionality regardless of the app that you use. The function button doesn't seem to do anything in the ZY Cami app or the native app. The menu button brings up creative modes in the ZY Cami app. The wheel is another standout feature of the Smooth 5S. It allows you to zoom or focus with both Filmic Pro and the ZY Cami app. You can also use it to change other settings. The button in the center of the wheel always locks the wheel to prevent unintentional use. On the backside we have a trigger button. Triple press rotates the gimbal and holding it down activates the sports mode. The follow modes are also the same as with the original S5. You have the pan follow mode where the gimbal follows your panning movements and locks the other axes. In the lock mode, all of the axes are locked and the gimbal will keep the camera pointed in the same direction. In follow mode, the gimbal will follow your panning and tilting movements. POV mode is similar to the follow mode, but here the gimbal will also follow your rolling movements. The last mode is vortex or flashlight mode, where you can rotate the camera to get the spinning shots. One of Zhiyun's specialties are lights on the gimbals. 5S AI has one integrated light and one separate detachable light. That one can be attached to either the top or the bottom part of the smartphone holder. You can turn the light on and off by long pressing the light button, and you can use the dial to adjust the brightness. Especially if you use both lights, they are very bright, so besides the fill light, they can also be used for nighttime filming. Smooth 5S AI uses the ZY Cami app and it is pretty good. It can shoot 4K up to 60p, including 25p, which is extremely important for users in the PAL region. It also has HDR mode, which works pretty well. It also supports slow motion video, motion lapses, and it has very useful panorama mode. Smooth 5S AI has an integrated 2600 mAh battery. The battery life should be up to 25 hours, which is an incredible value. It still shows full bars after my whole testing. The maximal charging speed is about 15 watts, which is very solid as well. To sum up, Zhiyun Smooth 5S AI offers excellent performance and features of the original S5, and it adds AI tracking. Fortunately, Zhiyun was able to get the tracking using the AI camera right on the first try. It is easy to set up, smooth, accurate, and most importantly reliable. Besides that, it is an excellent heavy-duty smartphone gimbal, much like the original 5S. It is still a great choice for users who are looking for the most capable smartphone gimbal. These users will probably be people who are serious about smartphone filmmaking, or professionals such as journalists who use smartphones for streaming, for example. Also worth mentioning is an option to properly balance the smartphone, great joystick, very complete controls, and the option to use two lights. The only disadvantage or compromise is the size. Fortunately, if you want something more portable, other options are available. Not that many heavy-duty smartphone gimbals are being released anymore, but the Smooth 5S AI is a great one, and I am very glad that it exists. So that's it for this video, thank you for watching, I hope that you liked this video and that you have found it to be useful. Stay tuned for more videos and maybe consider subscribing if you don't want to miss my future content. I appreciate your feedback in form of thumbs up or thumbs down. If you would like to ask anything or share your opinion, please do so in the comment section, and see you next time.